in the chat half an hour in booking.
What it do? What
Yeah, I
it do?
can't
What
do
it
it
do?
tonight. Oh,
Man, we got a crazy one. We got a crazy one. Um, Ishan, what's up, brother?
I'm doing okay, man. Just busy. Yeah.
Cowboy Shan, what it do?
how y'all the guys doing? I'm doing good on my way home.
Yeah, it's all good, man. Just on top of uh the norm of getting sent home, we had to deal with some news that none of us wanted to hear,
Yep.
and as they will be
Yep.
bringing back Mike McCarthy.
Yeah.
Um, I think it's so unfortunate. What's good, Deontay? What it do, man?
What's up,
I
man?
think it's so unfortunate. We're gonna get into everything.
Yeah.
Um, it's just so tough. We already discussed the game, of course, and we told y'all if we had any news we would come back. So we back with some
Bullshit.
bullshit news. You know what I'm saying?
Bullshit.
Like we back with some bullshit news. Um, Ishan, when you found out about um the Cowboys keeping McCarthy, what was your response?
I'm not remotely surprised. I will be completely honest with you. I'm not remotely surprised. I'm disappointed. I can't lie, but I'm not remotely surprised for the mere fact that this is what this is what Jerry Jones does, man. It's the same thing. I mean, and then he wonders why we haven't won anything.
Hey, Cowboys, Channel, mute yourself.
What's up, Marlon? But
Go ahead, Ishan.
but he keeps the same coach who shit the bed so hard in the wild card game, and then you wonder why we haven't won anything. Like he gets up there after the game and he's like, "Oh, I'm disappointed." Are you? Are you really disappointed? I mean, give me a break. I don't want to hear it. And I mean, this offseason, as far as coaches, was a unique one too. There was Belichick, there was Harbaugh, fucking the Titans coach. I think Mike Vrabel was available. And then you want to keep the same guy. You want to keep McCarthy, you want to keep Quinn. I won't jump ahead, but you want to keep both them, and then you want to keep Dak. You want to run the whole fucking thing back again for what? And you want to win championships? I don't want to hear it. I just don't want to hear it. That's a lie. You don't want to win shit. You just want power. And I've said this for the longest time about Jerry Jones, man. He likes the anticipation of winning, not the reality of winning. He likes us fans and being, anticipating what's going to happen next, winning 10 games in a row, 16 games at home. And, going home in the playoffs, the first round, he doesn't really care. We can say all we want about, Dak's blame, McCarthy. I mean, whomever we want to blame for the loss against the Packers, that's not the problem. That's just a part of the problem. That's just what we see about the problem. The real problem is the fact that I don't care how stupid Jerry Jones may be, if he genuinely cared, 30 years, man, if you genuinely care, you will at least put the effort to try to change. In 30 years, you would have done something if he genuinely cared. But he doesn't. He just wants us to believe that he cares. And as long as those fans fill up the seats at AT&T Stadium, he's going to be just fine. And so bringing back McCarthy after the Packers game, man, I mean, there's no football explanation for it. There just isn't. What a football explanation is there for it? So, I mean, I'm not remotely surprised because I have known for the longest time that Jerry Jones really doesn't want to win as much as we want to win as Cowboy fans, but doesn't make it any less disappointing nonetheless. But yeah, it's just this is just part of what the Dallas Cowboys are, man. I don't even know it. The expression on your face is exactly how I feel. I mean, there's nothing really for me to even say beyond this point about that. It's just who the Dallas Cowboys are, man.
Salute to the chat. What's up, y'all? We got 16 in here right now. Me, Mug, Brando, Allen. What's up, Iceman? What it do? Everybody, Jaja. What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's up? What's going on, guys?
Peace. Cowboys champ, unmute yourself and tell us your thoughts on Jerry bringing back Mike McCarthy for the 2024 season.
Actually, I kind of heard the rumors about 2 days ago before they made it official. Because I believe the Cowboy beat writer, Todd Archer, he said that more likely that Jerry is not going to do nothing. He's going to let McCarthy come back because he's too old to make the change right now. I did a video about the Cowboys culture. It's like a drug.
Yeah.
That culture is Jerry Jones. And that drug is his ego. I know a lot of people saying that Jerry don't like winning. Jerry is all about making money. But I kind of, man, I'm kind of like, my thing is, I believe Jerry will not let anybody take the glory if it's not involving him. What other owner in the NFL call themselves a fucking general manager? Nobody. You have people in place to do the job. If the general manager they'll bring in the right coaches, the right system, the right players, they fire his ass. Jerry Jones, he fired himself because he is the man with 3 hats. And that's problem. It's for his ego. He won't even let his Jeremy.
Yeah, how you feel about McCarthy coming back though, as far as the season?
I'm sorry. Man, I have to do my little rant. I hate it. Nothing gonna change. It's nothing gonna change. McCarthy do not like to run the ball. He's stuck on pass.
Yeah.
And with that, that's not going to help.
Yeah.
You need to think. I mean, we all know that Dak next year was the rookie year, and that's the McCarthy. I don't think if he had a young thing on the team, I don't think he doing losing.
Hey, Eastside Arrow said, "Yo, Obama fuck."
Yeah, this fucking comment.
Eastside Arrow said, "Yo, Obama phone sounds horrible."
That was fucking funny. I was trying so hard to hold my laugh.
Man, Eastside Arrow gonna be having phone calls tomorrow.
All right,
hold on. Let me come back.
He needs to invest in a set of AirPods. He's driving home. He's getting off work. So here's the thing, right? So when it comes to Jerry and the coaches, if you notice, we are on a so it's kind of like somebody took a road trip and they just left days before you and they had a horrible experience and you take the same path. That's what happened with Jason Garrett and Mike McCarthy. We're on that same path of first round exit, second round exit. We was a second round exit with Mike McCarthy, with Jason Garrett when we beat Seattle the first round. Then we went to the second round, remember?
Yeah.
It was back to the first round exit. It's the same thing.
Same thing. And there was the Des Cotted season. That was another one.
Um, I don't know. No one is surprised. No one
No.
is surprised. Everybody just typically just exhausted, like oh. So I haven't seen anyone surprised. This
No.
team could go 17-0 and no one will believe. Exactly. I
Yeah.
haven't seen anyone surprised. Everybody is just like it's just head shakes and it's just fucking Jerry. That's all it's
just
been.
air
It ain't
checks.
really been no surprise. Everybody just been fuck. Here we go, man. And Mike McCarthy, dude, just can't get the job done. Dude literally said we are a championship
I was going
team.
to bring that up too.
He said it's not the world championship.
I was going
You
to bring
can't
that
make this shit up. McCarthy says, man.
a championship caliber team. What the fuck would you know about that in Dallas? Give me a break, man.
And you only knew about it once in Green Bay.
Once in Green Bay. By the way,
And that was with
Aaron
a Hall of Famer quarterback. We
Yeah.
don't have
One
we
of
don't have
the
a Hall of
best.
Fame quarterback on this team.
One of the best.
one of
You
the
did
best.
it one time
One
with,
time.
with possibly with the greatest athletic throwing quarterback of all time. Everybody can say Brady, but Brady was just in a
Brady was
great
more
system,
precision.
and
Yeah.
he was careful.
Yeah, Brady was more for
Aaron
precision.
Rodgers was a different animal, and you did it only once with him, and they fired you. 13
Aaron-
games in, they fired you.
They fired
And
you,
you only
man.
got it done once with him, and you want me to believe you can get it done with Prescott? And I've defended Dak all year for the first time ever in my life. I've defended Dak all fucking year, and everybody that been following my channel for years know I've been giving Dak hell for years.
Yeah,
But I really thought this year was different. And you want me
Yeah.
to believe that you can get it done in every single. I'm gonna put a fucking compilation together of every time we've lost in the playoff. And Jerry got there and said we have what it takes to win.
Exactly. And
I'm
you
gonna
can
put a
point-
fucking compilation together, and y'all will not believe that it's not the same one. It's gonna be a different one.
It's been every single fucking
Every time
season.
we took a playoff exit with Jason Garrett, Jerry Jones got there and said he believed Jason Garrett has what it takes to get the job done. Every fucking time.
We have the most talented team in the NFL.
The past 3 years with Mike McCarthy, same thing. We believe he's the guy to get the job. This is so
frustrating.
I'm telling y'all right now. Barry B, what it do? I'm telling y'all right now. Star Walker, what's up? Do not listen on this fucking channel. On this fucking channel this fall, I'm telling y'all will not see me get hyped by fucking wins. I promise you.
Nah, I'm not going
We're still going to do the show. We're still going to talk about the game, but I'm not praising nobody. I'm not talking about no fucking MVP. I'm not talking about nothing. I'm not talking about nothing. I've never seen
no Pro Bowlers.
Listen.
No hero ball.
I don't care. I've seen Dak Prescott every time in the playoff, deer in headlights.
Yes, man.
This shit is so pathetic. I'm so sick of it. He just over there every time. Every time he throw in, he just buck out like a guy.
He always like fucking bulges out his eyes. Fucking.
And you know me and you, Sharon, we always talk about when he fuck up, he on the sideline, like he's so ready to get back out there. Or he's standing up, he's throwing the ball.
He looks at that fucking bitch ass tablet and feels like, oh, I'm gonna change something, man. I don't want to hear it.
The fact that you bring McCarthy back and he immediately endorses that. First of all, the bullshit started with Dak. When he said, oh, you don't get rid of McCarthy, you got to get rid of me.
I was so pissed when I heard that. And I brought this up last Freaky Friday, man. The nerve of Dak Prescott to say that after with 5 minutes left in the Packer game, it was 48-16. And you have the nerve to say that 3 years in a row. We can look at all the playoff games that Dak and McCarthy have played together.
Don't worry, we're gonna get to this fucker. We're gonna get to him. Don't you worry.
But bro, think about all the games that we've lost in the playoffs since McCarthy's gotten here. Why have we lost all of those games? We can directly point to both McCarthy and Dak for basically every fucking playoff loss we've had, with both of them being together on this fucking team. Every single one.
You know what? Hey, Sean, to piggyback off of you, I was looking at the first year when 49ers was in Arlington. The defense did their part. Offense with McCarthy, bad play calling and poor time management and not enough urgency, we lost the game. Then last year, again, the defense did their part against the 49ers. What
Same
happened? Dak again throwing interceptions.
interceptions.
And
And then
then against Green Bay,
the whole
both
team,
defense and offense just laid eggshell.
the whole team fucking crumbled against Green Bay. But my thing is, I'm not remotely surprised, but getting into McCarthy, man, it's just if you saw, and we talked about this on the Freaky Friday show last time, but like it's like against the Packers, he looked completely out of it from start to fucking finish. There was no emotion in him, nothing about him. I didn't see. He looked so Jason Garrett like, so fucking robotic on that fucking sideline, and then it's so fucking shameful that you have to go and console your quarterback. You saw the images, guy, right? Where he literally had to put his hand on Dak's shoulder and on CD's shoulder. This is the fucking playoffs. This guy is an 8-year starter, and you have to console this guy after he throws a pick. And in the Packers game, where were the adjustments the whole game? We're down 27-0 at one point in this fucking game. No adjustments. None. 48-16. There's no adjustments. We only started scoring when they put their fucking backups in. Like they put their backups in at a point. They're like, okay, we'll give you another 16 fucking points. Go ahead and get to 32. Man.
And what's still so astonishing, that gave them 14 points. And then you're going to have the nerve to say, y'all don't want to see us next year.
Man, I was going to fucking – I brought this up on the Freaky Friday show too, man. I mean, that's the problem, man. But see –
this is inaccurate.
It's y'all blame the offensive problem last year on Kellen Moore with the that's
we
true.
Talk everything we talking about. We talked about last year. Kellen Moore just was a part of the equation. We talked about McCarthy last year. We talked about Dak last year. Don't just say we blamed it on Kellen. We talked about if Kellen was there and we would be here, he'd still be talked about. We can't talk about him now because he's not there. He's not in the equation. So we can't talk about Kellen Moore. You go back and look at our game after San Fran the last 2 years. We talked about McCarthy play calling. Cowboys talked about his time management on the clock. We talked about everybody that was the problem. We talked about it, not just Kellen Moore. So I hate people coming here and talk about, y'all blame Kellen Moore. We blame he was part of the problem.
No,
there are other people there that are still part of the problem.
Kellen Moore was a problem last year. This year, it was Mike McCarthy because he was the one that wanted to. He's the one wanted to call the play. He's the one wanted to take that leash out by himself.
And he's the one
and be the big dog.
He's the
you
one.
Go back on the channel. We talked about Garrett, Lanahan, and what that other boy name? Marinelli. Anybody the problem we talked about him. We just didn't talk about Kellen Moore. He was a part of the problem. But I saw CD Mom talking about Dak on Facebook. I saw that.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, she said Dak ain't it. And somebody was like, he should come to Texas. CJ, the man. She was like, yeah, CJ is great. Shut the fuck up.
God damn.
I hate when parents do that, though. I hate when parents do that.
Yeah, I didn't even know that, but
yeah, she did. I mean, and somebody was like, "Woman, your son dropped 2 balls in 6 minutes. Shut up." He disappeared that game. He disappeared.
He did.
He disappeared. But anytime somebody put hands on him, the problem with Kellen Moore, Dak, Jerry, etc., are just pieces in the puzzle. When the entire puzzle causes the problem, the Cowboys. So, exactly. And shout out to Doomsday. Shout out to Doomsday, who was working class. He said, "Man, this team is just Jerry allows them to make money for him, and that's why he tolerates all the getting caught with drugs and guns and all this other shit. It's just a flashy organization, bro.
A flashy organization, man. And the whole culture starts with him, man. That's just that's what it is. We can say, for as bad as McCarthy is, for as bad as Dak is, for as bad as the defense is, Jerry Jones is the one who's enabled all of this shit.
You know what? If they did have drugs and guns, at least that'd be an excuse.
But it's just
It's Jerry, man.
it is him. It's Jerry because I mean, what other?
It's
There's no football explanation for this. I'm sorry, there just isn't. It's just he knows the fact that if Bill Belichick were to come up in here, you really think he would want to play under Jerry Jones? And
oh hell no, Jerry Ego couldn't take it.
he couldn't take it, man. Especially with Bill Belichick's
'Cause
ego as well. It just wouldn't happen. It would not happen. But
because the fact that everybody talking negative about Jerry, it don't matter. His name is still in the news.
All right,
Yes.
we're gonna let's get these points out, get these questions out, and everybody, we're not gonna interrupt each other.
Yeah,
So
Okay.
yeah.
first question is, and yo, before I get in this question, yo, this is so stressful, y'all. It is so stressful. I'm so tired of Jerry, and
Yeah.
I'm so sick of this. So Mike McCarthy, this is last year on contract.
Okay.
Ask you this, Eshan. Is there a possible Green Bay got rid of his ass 13 games in? With Jerry bringing him back, the pressure was on. He was already in the hot seat. If we fumbling down the line, do you see Jerry finally firing a quarterback mid-season? Because he don't do that.
Yeah.
Or do you think Jerry be like, I brought your ass back after 3 seasons of not doing shit? Do you think Jerry would pull the trigger mid-season halfway through?
Would he pull the trigger on Dak or McCarthy or both?
McCarthy. If we got a losing record halfway through, you think Jerry will finally do that? Because he never really do that.
And because of that, I don't think he will. And why I say that's for me, it's to the point with Jerry Jones and all these firing and hirings and all this shit where I really have to see it to believe it. You know what I'm saying? And that's really where I am with it. Because think about also Garrett's last season too. We started 3-0 down the stretch. We won 5 games the rest of the season, and he kept his ass, right? I mean, we finished the season 8-8, and we basically just fucking tanked that season. And he was making every excuse to keep Jason Garrett. If you remember that season, he was like, "Oh, I'm going to endorse Jason Garrett. I'm going to do this, and he only got rid of him because his contract was up. Right?
Hold up, Eshan, pause. You want the link? 19 to let me know. Go ahead, bro.
Oh no, you're good, man. Yeah, 1990, please come up in here. But I still see it being the same with McCarthy because he wouldn't really. I mean, because if you hear what he said about McCarthy, he's like, "Oh, I believe this team is on the verge of winning a championship," when there's been no evidence to fucking support it.
Nothing.
There's been no evidence to fucking support that we can even come close to winning a fucking championship. Yet Jerry Jones believes that we will. I don't see it happening. What'll probably happen, he'll probably let McCarthy run this fucking contract out. It'll be 30 seasons again, and then we're gonna get another coach, and the same shit will repeat because I don't see him get. I mean, if he does, that would be, great, but I just don't see it happening, is my opinion. I don't see it happening now.
Okay, I like that. I definitely appreciate that response. Because like I said, he don't do that, and Deontay also said we know he don't do it. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing we can do about it either. They don't care anything we say. Oh no, they don't care about nothing we say. They just want our money. They just want our money. Cowboys champ, what? Is anything acceptable other than a Super Bowl this season?
Oof, man.
No.
Like NFC Championship. If he don't get it, he's gone. What you think?
No. Man, if Mike McCarthy start out 0-2, fire his ass. Man, because
I agree with you.
I'm sick of mediocre.
Yes.
That's the problem. This team they thrive on mediocre.
They're complacent. That's what it is.
System.
And it's all about Jerry Jones' ego.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's right.
It is. It's all about his damn ego, man. I don't care about Sam Williams. I hope that fuck up gone. He's the worst.
Man,
Hope they get rid of his ass. And
he's a
Eshan, just to
close, man.
piggyback off something you said earlier, I
Yeah.
don't think I ever recall. Now he ain't been a good coach, but I just don't ever think I recall Mike McCarthy looking the way he did on the sideline, like he did.
No, nothing. I don't remember him. I mean, at the very least, you would see him like whine or something. But against the Packers, I didn't see anything from him.
I've never seen such a stale. Listen, this man, he's not engaged with his players on the sideline. He's
No,
standing in his little motherfucking spot, just looking crazy, doing nothing. A penalty call, he just shaking his head. Defense don't do nothing, just say nothing.
no expression.
Matter of fact, the only energetic coach be on that sideline is Al Harris.
Al Harris, that's it. That's it.
He has the energy. He go to these guys. He go to the offensive guys. I seen him go to CeeDee Lamb on that drop by the end zone and told him, "Hey, get it. Don't worry about it."
That's right.
I love the way Al Harris has, and that's what coaches are about. Yep. That's why they love Al Harris. Lou play like Anthony, but he has. I love the way he coached. Mike McCarthy stands in one fucking spot and does jack shit.
Nothing, man.
He does jack shit.
Yeah.
That shit is pathetic. It's disgusting. It's so fucking terrible, man. So in my opinion, when it comes to them this year, Mike McCarthy has to win a Super Bowl. He's not, but I'm just saying what it would take for Jerry to even consider bringing. If Mike McCarthy won a Super Bowl, Jerry would give him a whole new contract. He would have to. But that's the only thing that's acceptable. Because you got him getting up there. You got and see this fucking cult. What we say, one of the boys.
Yeah.
One of the fucking boys. You got Dak up there endorsing the man after a big fucking loss. Oh, you get rid of him, you might as well get rid of me too, because I'm a part of the problem. Both of you motherfuckers part of the problem. Yeah. So you're right about that.
Yeah.
Who would you keep? Okay, I remember that question, Brando. We'll get to that. Who would you keep? We'll get to that question. You right about that, motherfucker. You need to go too.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
You need to go too. You get rid of him. You got no problem.
Yeah,
no problem. What you think you up there saying something? What you think you saying? We don't give a fuck about you endorsing him. Your ass can go too. You piece of shit. Deer in fucking headlight. Sorry as fuck in the playoffs. How you throwing picks in the playoffs?
And that comment, he's talking like he fucking won the game. He's talking like he threw for 5 tubs in the fucking game. Man, I don't want to hear it from Dak. Man.
I don't want to hear that shit, bro. I don't want to hear it. You endorsed him that day, and then he endorsed you when Jerry and them let him play this last year out. Oh, Dak got to definitely get it done. Man, Dak ain't got it done. And y'all listen, I ain't even write it down. I didn't even write it the fuck down. But this organization is just so fucked up. Y'all, I can go all the way back to starting in 2007 with wasted talent. I can go way the fuck back. I can go so far back with wasted talent, but just look in the past. One of the greatest linebackers, Sean Lee. He's a Hall of Famer. Look what DeMarco Murray did in 2014. Wasted. Tyron Smith, wasted. Zach Martin, wasted. They're all fucking wasted. All these wasted good players, man. All of them wasted because of Jerry's stubborn ass. He did something one time that somebody asked. When Tony Romo said, "Go get me an offensive line because I'm tired of getting fucked up."
Yeah,
that was the only time he did it, and his son made him take Zach Martin over fucking what that boy name, that quarterback,
Johnny Manziel.
There you go.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, all they do.
Other than that, ever since then, failure. Everything has been a failure. Jason Garrett whole experience a failure. Mike McCarthy experience looking like a failure. Jerry Jones is so fucking old and so disconnected. He sits his ass in the owner and the general manager seat, ruining this fucking organization.
You forgot president. You forgot the president as well.
To us, he's ruining it to us. His pockets are okay.
That's it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he don't mind. He don't mind these guys going out and doing this because they pay for that motherfucking yacht. They pay for that helicopter. They pay for the $1 billion playpen. All that shit. And like we said in 1980 about the CeeDee Lamb thing, maybe they doing this on purpose. You just see Dez Bryant on the Pivot podcast. What he say?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
And we try to stay away from that topic because we don't really want to do that on here. That's front porch talk. We do that behind the scenes.
But this right here shows you. This is what Jerry does, and we've been saying that shit. We've been knew that. He don't want no goddamn title. He want them ticket sales, them jersey sales, the suites upstairs. He want all that to continue to sell out. That's why he always give us a little bit. What a script would do. She show you like ass, get some more ones on it, but you ain't gonna see the whole cootie cat. I can't show you the whole thing. I show you the whole thing. You can go home and play with yourself. I need you here spending them dollars. So I'll flash you a little bit, put them in your face a little bit, but I can't give you the whole thing. I need you to stay here. Yeah. If I give you the whole thing, you don't need to see it no more. And see, that's what Jerry does, man. He spoon feeds us a little bit. He'll give us a splash every now and then. Oh, we got Michael Parsons. Oh, we got this linebacker out of Baylor. He's 6'4". He the next Brian Urlacher.
For what?
Franklin the fucking turtle with that pitiful ass, soft ass neck.
For what, man?
Every few years he give us a little splash here and oh, we got Ezekiel Elliott. Feed me. Man. Motherfucker. Anyway, 1980, you got it. I ain't got no question for you, bro. I just want to know your whole.
Yeah, man.
Because I saw your video. You ain't had nothing to say on your video. I saw your video.
Yeah. I mean, that sums up our experience, man. I mean, just fucking fuck.
But where does this put us bringing McCarthy back and him and Dak, this whole buddy fucking one of the boys, they both endorsing each other 3 days apart. What is this shit, man?
Yeah, man.
Man, I was sitting on my couch, relaxing, watching Friday, watching Smokey act a fool.
Oh man.
When I found out the Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones brought back McCarthy. I honestly, I saw it coming, but I didn't see it coming. I probably didn't want to see it coming. I think that we were all hoping for a change.
Yeah.
We've been hoping for a change for almost 30 years, you know, but we've been getting changes. Probably the best coach we probably ever had from the Super Bowl days till now was Parcells.
Yeah.
But when he brought back Parcells, it was almost like a slap in the face.
Mm-hmm.
It was almost like Jerry does things to us on purpose. I think it's us. Like, I think he has it out for the fan base. And my brother and I, we were talking on the phone yesterday, as a matter of fact.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked him how he felt, you know, my older brother and everything. And he feels the same way. He said that, and he had a good point. He said, it seems like Jerry Jones has it out for the fan base because we still love Jimmy. We still bring Jimmy up. We always, in analogies, examples, whatever, we always bring Jimmy up. Social media, Jimmy. Any social media platform, Jimmy. Even on ESPN, Fox Sports, you know, whatever sports network that you're watching, they always talk about Jimmy. Look at the impact, that little 30-second impact Jimmy Johnson had when he was during halftime, when he was trying to tell us, get your shit together, get out there and play. You know how to play. We got to spread it out. We got to open it up. We got to get disciplined. You know, the impact he had. I think it's like showing us like, okay, I'm rich. You're not. I'm a billionaire. You're not. This is my team. This is my city. I can do what I want. I don't want a Super Bowl. I don't want to bring y'all a Super Bowl. I think it's about not making us happy or giving us what we want, or what, matter of fact, not what we want, what we deserve. Because when you buy something, you're supposed to get something in return. If you buy Snickers, you're supposed to go, damn, that was good. I want another one. You know, you're supposed to be reimbursed. When you buy a car, when you go to the dealership, if you pay cash or if you getting it financed or whatever, and you drive off that lot, that car is supposed to last you without any problems for, if you take care of it, for at least 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 years, depending on how good you take care of that car. You get what I'm saying? So that's your reimbursement. Going to work, being able to pick up your kids, going to get groceries, whatever. That's your reimbursement. But like I said, a couple of days ago, maybe last week, right after the game, sometime, I said we're the problem. The fan base has been the problem, because we've allowed, we've accepted, we've supported, we've donated to this bullshit. We've been supporting it. So if the devil sees you supporting his wrongdoing, he's going to keep opening that door for you to keep supporting that wrongdoing. He don't care about you. See, in order to be rich like that, you got to be a little bit of an asshole. There's got to be some asshole in you in order to be rich. I found out you got to be real selfish in some way, and you got to be an asshole in order to be rich, because you're signing yourself over to the devil. You're signing your life over to him anyway. You're signing your soul over to him anyway to be rich. So in order to be rich, you have to be an asshole. You have to step on some toes and yada, yada, yada. And I get it. He's made a name for the Cowboys. He's made a name for himself. He's making his paper. He's getting his mail, like Tupac used to say back in the day. More power to him. That's his life. That ain't mine. I got to work every morning. I got to get up at 3 a.m. I'm okay with that, because I was raised to work hard and all that stuff. But anyway, I don't think he gives a damn, and that's what it boils down to. No matter how many videos you make, no matter how many film sessions you do, no matter how many round tables and we're the original round table and all that bullshit, how many games you go to, how many t-shirts you buy, how many subscribers you got, how many donations you get, it don't matter, because none of that wins Super Bowls. You get what I'm saying? So I think we have been the problem. And I'm not saying, stop, cheering for the Cowboys, because all of us, we love the game first. We love football first. So I'm not saying stop being a Cowboy fan, but because we love, like I just said, we love football. We love sports. We play football. We played Pop Warner, junior high, high school, or we've watched it all the way up until now. So we love the sport. But I think he takes that. There's a difference between him and other owners. I think his sales rep is, he takes that and flips it back around us and uses it against us. You get what I'm saying? So we're all vulnerable. We're all pawns. That's why I blame the fan base, because we've been supporting the bullshit, going to games, ride or die, or you're not a true fan if you don't. One guy told me, man, well, last time you've been to a Cowboy game? I said, man, it's been years since I've been to an actual game. Oh man, you ain't a true fan because you ain't been going to a game. I'm like,
about losing for it. Yeah, shit.
I asked him, I said, has that helped the Dallas Cowboys? I said, does me going to a game or not going to a game, has that helped the Dallas Cowboys win a Super Bowl?
Jesus. Christ, man.
Well, no. I said, well, what does that have to do with?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So you see how the fan base is already fucked up in the head. You get what I'm saying? So if you take that and twist it around and really look in the mirror, and you be like, well, damn, what have I been supporting? Look, it's done fucked the fan base heads up. So we're part of the problem along with Jerry. He's okay. He's okay with the way things are. Jerry Jones is not stupid. He's won Super Bowls, guys. So he knows what it takes. He's not stupid. He knows what it takes.
He knows what he's doing.
He might be ignorant, but he's not stupid. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So if he knows how to get to the promised land, why hasn't he gotten there? Why hasn't he even gotten close in 30 plus years? That's the question. If somebody that's been there and knows what it takes, you would think, and being the richest team in sports, period, not just football, sports, period, and being the number one franchise in sports, period, win, lose, or draw, we're still the number one topic, guys. If you turn on the news, we're still the number one topic. Oh, yeah. I think that's what a lot of other fan base members hate, because they like, damn, why they still talking about the Cowboys and they're out? When they team lose, it's over. Ain't nobody talking about the Browns. Ain't nobody talking about the Cleveland Browns or Atlanta Falcons. Nobody gives a damn. You get what I'm saying? But I think that's what we have to realize as fan base members, guys. Yeah. We have to realize that as long as Jerry is alive, and I don't even know if Steve is probably going to be the same, because I'm pretty sure he's learning from his daddy. That's his dad, man. You think your dad is. I used to think my dad knew everything. I thought he was perfect till I found out he was an asshole. You get what I'm saying? So, that's his dad. So he gonna believe everything his dad come out of, everything what his dad says or whatever. But as long as the Joneses are under the helm, we're gonna have trouble. We're gonna have problems, guys. And I've been saying this for so long, but everybody been firing back at me. Oh, 1980, you're going too far. You're not a real Cowboy fan. You're turning your back on us and all this stuff. Now everybody want to say, oh, it's Jerry. It's Jerry. If you go in my past videos, I've been saying this shit back in 2015, 14, 15, 16, whenever. Long. Before that, even growing up, my dad was saying after them Super Bowls, he was like, y'all be careful because Jerry Jones is going to fuck this team up. And I be damned, he did. Yeah. He did. So now everybody wants to be like, oh, well, it's Jerry. It's Jerry. Oh, now. See, at first you was calling me an asshole and I'm a sellout and all this stuff. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. That's the bullshit fan base we got, man. And I'm just sitting back and I'm just like, I'm just really nonchalant about the shit because, and I hate to keep going on. I'm sorry if I'm going too long, man, but that's really, I just really felt betrayed when he signed McCarthy back. I really did, because I thought he was gonna bring somebody else. Now, if you're really upset, I'm like Keyshawn Johnson said after that game, I would have fired everybody. You gone, McCarthy. Quinn, you gone. I would have fired everybody. But that's us, not them. They think they know more than us because they drive in the Mercedes and they live in the mansions and stuff. So they think they know more and they know the game. But obviously, we got more passion, more heart. And Jimmy Johnson had more passion, more heart with that 30-second speech during halftime. So that lets you know right there. I think he's out to get us. He's out to show us that he's the boss, and he don't care about how we feel and what we think. He don't care about what we say. He know it's right, but he don't want to do right. He just want to, hell, I'm the big guy. So that's all. That's it, man.
No, 100%.
Okay. Before I bring Mosh in, I wanted to, for a reference point, in that game where it might have been Seattle when you was like, now you better kick a 90-yard field goal.
Oh yeah.
You said in that video right there, and that was years ago. You said Cowboys are gonna do shit long as Jerry still that 2-headed, 3-headed monster. You said that in that video.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's a reference point and I know it go back further than that, but that's just a reference point for how long you've been. It ain't something new now. And many people was afraid to even say that about Jerry then. They was like, you know what I'm saying? So they wanted to think back then. But OG, what's going on, man?
What's happening? Can you hear me?
OG.
Yeah, hold on one second, OG. What's up, Mosh?
Mike Mosh.
What's up, Mosh?
If he talks, you need to crank his audio up.
Yeah, his audio's low.
Yeah, very low. What's up,
Yeah,
Mosh?
your audio real low, OG.
That's a little bit better.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's so damn disgusting, guys. I mean, this is just it's miserable because there's nothing to look forward to. It's not like, oh man, well, we had that one fumble, or the refs fucked us on that play. We're not talking one play. We're not talking a Diggs. Diggs can't save our game. Van Der Esch will probably retire, but he can't save our team. What are we doing with these idiots? We're fucked.
Go crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Let that out. Let that out.
Nah, he right.
Let me ask you this, Mosh.
He right.
He's right. He's right.
Mosh, you've been a big fan of the quarterback. How you feel about him?
Motherfucking, we got 3 Pro Bowlers on the fucking O-line. We let them get sacked 4 fucking times. The first INT was defensive pass interference. He don't play defense. He didn't give up 48 fucking points.
Okay. I respect it. Yeah, you got the chat hype, Mike. OG, man.
Yo.
How you feel about Mike McCarthy coming back, OG?
That was a fucked up move. But I kind of understand it. You probably gonna go, either 12-5 again or 13 and 13-4. I saw the schedule. The fans are fed up with Dak Prescott.
Like the schedule's
You
out.
saw what schedule?
You saw what schedule?
Y'all know the opponents.
Oh.
Okay.
I was about
to
this
say.
year.
Damn, they already got that out?
They already got it out?
Yeah. I went back and saw a lot of film this week and last week, and I saw that game. I'm gonna post it on my link here in a couple of days. And the breakdown of Dak Prescott dropping back and throwing the football. He's throwing the football on his front foot, and that's why he can't deliver that pass over to your boy. What's that boy name? Cook. He never should have thrown that pass. CeeDee Lamb was wide open in the flash.
OG, Mike McCarthy. OG, Mike McCarthy.
Yeah, I'm staying on that. I'm staying on Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy is trying his bet with Dak Prescott. He's trying to fix his mechanics. His mechanics are horrible. Dak Prescott, Mike McCarthy, Dak Prescott, you saw John Kinder come in and try to fix his mechanics. Mike McCarthy has to come in and fix his mechanics. And that's what he does. He can't. Dak Prescott, he's trying to throw the ball here. Oh, that's why you saw Dak doing this. This shit doing before the game. Dak Prescott, Mike McCarthy said, hey, man, you really not a passing quarterback, so we got to figure out what we're going to do with you. So it's really hard for him coming in here. When Mike McCarthy came in with Green Bay, he had
OG, you hit that ball before you came on here, man.
No. He had Aaron Rodgers.
Don't turn your camera off.
Come on, man.
Don't turn your camera.
Come on, man. You gotta get the camera off, man.
Go ahead, OG. Go ahead.
So, but the realization is he can't. It's too late to fix Dak. The game has moved on quickly from him. So, he came over and got in CeeDee Lamb's face. He should have been fired. He should have came over and got in Dak Prescott's face. But
Bro, you're
after he threw those interceptions, man. I don't know why, because maybe he didn't want to start. He didn't want to start any kind of crap during the game. But I can kind of see us going back to the playoffs again. But it has Ryan McCarthy said, "Look, this is my last year here. This is my last time here. So I'm gonna go with a quarterback that can get us past the first, second round into the Super Bowl. He knows what it takes to get a quarterback here. He just have to find that quarterback. Either draft one or you go with Lance. But he's looking at that and he's saying, look, bruh, the way you are throwing the ball is horrible. And if you go back and watch film, a lot of people don't have time to do that. Just go back and look how he dropped back, and his footwork is horrible. So he's trying to fix his footwork. Now he's working with Trey Lance right now in his footwork. But the flick of the wrist with Lance to get the ball there, just come up and flick it out over the defense and into those spots that Dak can't get it there yet. But we are limited. Mike McCarthy is saying, look, I'm limited a certain amount of plays with Dak Prescott. Play action is hard for him. And also, I like to drop back 1, 2, 3 under the center, drop back 1, 2, 3. And I like to throw the ball in certain areas, and Dak can't do that. You saw that pass that he tried to hit Gallup in the first half of the game. He said, Dak, I need you to drop back and throw it to Cook down the sideline for Cook was open for a touchdown. What did he do? Overthrow Cook. He's trying to fix his feet mechanics. You have to fix those mechanics for Dak. If you can't, you have to move on. And that's why I kind of like him coming back. There was a bone. Jerry said, okay, I don't know who to go from now. Who can fix Dak? That's what he's saying. Who's going to fix Dak? If McCarthy can't fix him, somebody else got to come in and fix him after him. But if you say, look, McCarthy, can you fix that? If not, bring Trey Lance in to help him or get his ass out of here. And that's how I feel about it. So I told you earlier last week. Huh? I told you last week, a couple weeks ago, the Cowboys' ride will depend on Dak Prescott, and that's what Mike
That
McCarthy
man,
is doing at this moment.
OG, we all agree with you, man. But you didn't answer his question, man.
Yes,
So,
Question.
I told you
so if that
how I
can't
feel.
be fixed, if that
How I
can't
feel
be
about Mike
fixed,
McCarthy. I support the decision. I support it, even
okay.
though he got blown. Look, Mike
Wait,
McCarthy
wait,
has.
wait, wait. Stop, OG.
Yeah.
You said you support
As
bringing
of
back
now,
McCarthy.
I didn't support it at first. I didn't support it at first because, and I went back and it took me a couple of days to realize. I looked at film. I said, he has my. You know what? I don't like it, but I have to support it right now because he has. Dan Quinn is not here yet, right?
OG, you talk like when a car got bad gas and it be skipping.
I mean,
Oh, man, this fucking funny.
Dan Quinn is not here, right? He's not signed. He's
He's
here, but he
still the.
need a job.
He's still a defense coordinator.
I don't know what's going on.
We don't know
Yeah,
yet.
but
What's happening right now? I don't. What's going on?
what I'm saying
Okay.
is, as of now, I have to. I don't really want him to come back, but I have to support this decision, and that's what I mean because no matter
Oh,
he's not
Lord.
going anywhere
Okay.
right now, and that's what I'm
Okay.
saying.
Oh, yeah,
That's
okay.
what I'm saying. So I have to
Okay.
support the decision. So
Okay.
that's what I'm
Okay.
saying. So
Okay.
why? And I'm
Okay.
thinking in my head, why did they bring him back? There was a reason
Okay.
why. Okay.
We know why, because Jerry's an idiot. Okay. What's the next
Yes.
question, DJ?
Hold up. Okay. All right. So, all right, cool. So, OG, your point was you supporting it because you hope he can fix things, right?
Yeah, fix the offense with Dak Prescott, and that's the
Okay.
problem.
And you believe that Mike McCarthy can. You said Dak had mechanic issues, right?
Yes, he has
And you
mechanic
think Mike
going
McCarthy can fix
yeah,
it?
his foot. He's trying to fix his footwork. You go back and watch film. You go back the way he throw the ball. He looks good against Redskins. He looks good against New York. He looks good against the Philadelphia Eagles. But when they come outside our division, they're looking good. Doesn't show up like the Buffaloes, like the Kansas Cities, like the Baltimores, and teams like that. So those footworks, when those pass rushes are better, when the defenses are better, his footwork are getting the ball where it need to be, like Green Bay game, San Francisco game. It's hard to fix that. Got to remember that Dak Prescott, he's trying to fix a Dak Prescott that came from Mississippi State that barely even played quarterback throwing the ball and moving footwork. He doesn't have footwork like Trey Lance. He can't get back there quick enough. He can't quick enough to set himself up to throw the play action. If you go back and watch that, now Trey Lance has that. He has to
Okay.
drop back quickly, get to a spot, and throw over the top.
Look at that.
And things like that.
Come on, man.
I'm sorry to keep going on. I'm sorry to keep going on now. Okay, I'm sorry. I see.
Yo, hold up. All right. Listen, yo, check this out. Yo,
Okay.
wait. Yo. Oh
Yes.
my God. Yo, here's my next question.
Come on,
Here's my
man.
next question.
I'm just playing, man. I'm tripping.
Here's my question. 1980, bro.
That Friday got you tired. You pushed them hours.
I'm telling you, bro.
I tell you what,
Friday in the morning ain't no joke.
work probably got us tired, OG. But I don't know
Yeah,
what you
I
got going
got
on
say,
tonight.
OG, I got to work tomorrow. So
Yeah,
can you limit me your answer to like 1 minute?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. I
Thank
will.
you, sir. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Okay.
oh my God.
Okay,
I'm fucking
1980.
done.
Let me ask you this. A lot of videos been going around. People saying that it's a young man's game when it comes to quarterback. They saying the league is going back to running now. It was always a passing league. It's a passing league. They say it's going back to running. We don't have a running back. Our quarterback is older. Those are the two things that people are talking about. Young man's game going back to the running game. What will we do if we keep Dak and don't draft a running back? And this also includes your diagnostics of Dak's season and postseason this year.
That's a funny question. Damn, I don't even know how to answer that motherfucker. What would we do if we don't draft a running back and we
because
keep
they said so it's going back to running, and it's a young man's game as far as quarterback. We got an older quarterback, and we don't have no running back.
Fans go where the wind blows.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever works. That's the bandwagon they go on. Because every year it's a flip flop. One year it's we're a passing league, and then the other year they see all these running backs again for other teams that we're going against. Gaining 200, 300 yards on us on our sorry ass defense, and it's now it's a running league. So they just go where the wind blows. You really can't judge anything. You really can't put too much stock into what other people, other fan base or whatever say. Now we need a running back. We saw this year how not having a consistent running back really hurt us. And I said at the beginning of the year, I hope I'm not going off board, but I said at the beginning of the year that Pollard is an okay running back, but he's not that guy. And I got chewed out for that. So now everybody's saying that. So it's like everything that I said at the beginning of the year or in the past is starting to leak over and bleed over till now. Now everybody wants to. It just blows my mind. But anyway,
they be killing you in your comments. They be killing you.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, it's crazy. It's crazy. Now that they see, it's just like when you tell your child to do something or this is going to happen and they do the opposite. And then when it happens, it's like, I told you, you didn't listen to me, but everybody wants to be right. Nobody wants to, admit that somebody else is right for a change. But anyway, the Dallas Cowboys need a running game. You see how it affected us. It's not a passing league. It's not a running league. It's a whatever works league, goddammit. It's 2024. It's whatever works. We ran back in the day. We had Emmett. We had the best offense. We had the great Wall of Dallas #1. It worked. We had Emmett. We lost the first 2 games in '93 because we didn't have Emmett. We had Irvin. We had Alvin Harper. We had Jay Novacek. We still had that line. We still had Jimmy Johnson, but we didn't have Emmitt Smith. Fast forward to 2016 when we got Dak and Zeke. We had the great Wall of Dallas #2, and we ran the ball because it worked. It depends on what team. If a team is a good passing team, it's a passing league for them. If you're a good running team, it's a running league for you. It's what works for you. It's what works for your team, and that's why we were iffy about Mike McCarthy coming back because nothing he's done. He's calling the plays. Nothing has worked. Nothing has been consistent, guys. We're looking for consistency. We can't get it with Jerry, so we at least want it on the field. What I say, DJ, years ago, we got to outplay the coaching staff. We got to outplay the front office. The players have to take matters into their own hands, but we don't have the talent. We don't have the offensive line anymore. We damn near need to rebuild. We're going to be in trouble. If we keep Dak Prescott and we don't have a running game, we're going to be in trouble if we get another quarterback and we do have a running game because it's whatever works and whatever coach. Now, there's so many things wrong with this team besides Dak Prescott and not having a running game or it's discipline first. I think you got to fix the offensive line again, and then you got to get somebody. We was hoping that they bring somebody in here to establish some disciplinary content or whatever you want to call it. We're leading the league in penalties again. Nobody wants to talk about that. Everybody wants to talk about what's exotic. Everybody wants to talk about the running back or CeeDee Lamb and what's popular. The unpopular things are what win Super Bowls. The fundamentals, the coaching, the consistency, the discipline, and not leading the league in penalties every damn year. That's what wins Super Bowls. So we got to fix that first. You see, you got the cake here, but you're missing ingredients in the cake. You got to have sugar and butter and flour. You can't. It ain't gonna be a cake if you don't lick your fingers afterwards. So there's so many things, man. I'm gonna end it right here. There's so many things that this team needs, and we were looking for something different. We wasn't looking for an out of breath coach, just being out of breath talking. Guys, I want to. Yeah, I want to run the football.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I want
good.
to run the ball.
That's
We
good.
don't need somebody. We need somebody like DJ, like you brought up earlier, just a few minutes ago. Al Harris, he's in everybody's face. He's in the offensive face. He's the defensive face. We need a voice. We need power. We need a Jimmy Johnson. Well, there's that name again floating around. We need a Jimmy Johnson. Somebody that can get in there and just and so these guys could be scared to make a mistake. Scared. Like Michael Irvin said it best. He said when we lost, Jimmy Johnson made it so uncomfortable for us. Oh, even the bus ride, the plane ride home. He made it uncomfortable for us to lose. So we say we're not gonna go through that again. I ain't got time to be getting embarrassed and called out and shit. You got these guys still making the same. Sam Williams running into the damn fair. You see a guy doing this and you still run into him. He gotta go. You gotta go.
Yeah.
Van Der Esch, God bless him. He got his neck. He gotta go. Tyron Smith gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Guys that's not showing up when it counts, they gotta go. You gotta get rid of these guys, man. Yeah. If we're gonna be anything, and I don't know because Jerry's still at the helm, but I'm just saying, realistically speaking, it's so many things to work on. First, before I don't even care about the draft and all that shit. We need some new coaching staff in here, man. Somebody that can create fear.
Agreed.
Fear. I used to be scared of my coaches.
Yeah.
When I made a mistake, you were scared to come to the sideline. We was like, God damn, here we go. And they made it so uncomfortable for you to come to that sideline and face them and on film day. See, that's the problem. That's the problem. This new generation of players, man, all they care about is riding around, getting out of their Bentleys with the fur coats and all this shit. That's all they care about, man, because they getting their money. They getting their bag. They getting their paper. You get what I'm saying? So you already paying somebody off potential, just potential alone. And once you do that, you ruin the work ethic. You ruin that work ethic, guys. And once they pin you up against the corner, they got you. You get what I'm saying? So now it's hard to get a running back in here because look what Zeke did. They scared somebody, so another running back gonna do that. That's why they signed Pollard. I mean, that's why they gave Pollard that tag or whatever the bullshit they gave. They don't want to win, man. They don't want no running back in here, dog. They really don't want no quarterback. They love Dak because he's a good talker and he can sell you just like they do. He can sell water to a well, and that's the Dallas Cowboys good at selling water to a well.
Yeah. 100%
Appreciate that. Good points. Cowboys champ, I know you ain't trying to stay up too late. You got to work. Let me ask you this, champ.
My bad, Cowboys champ.
No problem.
So Cowboys champ, when it comes to, we know. Look, and just a disclaimer to everybody in the chat. We know y'all don't have to keep telling us, oh, this guy, they ain't gonna get rid of this guy, they don't get rid of that guy. We're wasting our breath. We know this. This is what we do. You know what I'm saying? Like, we understand that. Champ, even with, like beginning of the season before the draft way last year, you talked about the running back. You pound the table over and over about who's the bell cow. We needed a bell cow. I mean, you really, when nobody talking about it. When nobody talking about it, you was talking about it. With that being said, do you think that would be a priority in this draft?
If we had another head coach, yes.
Yeah.
Mike McCarthy history, when you go back to Green Bay, he don't put a lot of emphasis in running back.
That's a good point.
Remember, he put Ty Montgomery as a running back.
Number 88. Yeah, that's a good damn point.
And then and the problem is you're trying to make Dak Prescott into your own version of Aaron Rodgers.
That's right.
And then the problem, and I was asking some people today at work who are Packer fans because they was tearing me up. I asked them, under Mike McCarthy's system of his so-called West Coast offense, what type of running back would fit his system? They say Aaron Jones type. They can catch the ball out of the backfield and run the ball, which I do agree. But will the Cowboys draft somebody like that? I don't think so. The reason why For one, we got Cowboy.
Steven.
We got Cowboy.
We got Cowboy.
They doing everything on the cheap now. And remember now, the Cowboys like splashy players, wide receivers, defensive ends, cornerbacks. They haven't really a draft for offensive lineman unless they're forced to.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all about the skill position instead of the meat and gravy. Yes, let's see. The problem is, I believe that Jerry, Steven, whoever, don't want to bring in a running back because they don't want that Prescott confidence to go low. Because as you know, if you go back to the last 8 years of Dak Prescott, his best year was still his rookie year. 21 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Zeke had 1,600 yards that year. Zeke had majority of the bulk of the plays.
Yep.
It was later on when the offensive gurus, which was Scott Linehan, started to change the philosophy of the offense to have Dak throw more and run less. That's why we lost to Green Bay the way we did. And ever since then, of course, a lot of it was on Zeke for partying, gaining weight, eating burgers and fries. A lot of his fault.
Yeah.
But the problem is, our idiot general manager, you got to replace running backs every 2 to 3 years, especially if the running backs production is not being accurate like it should be. You don't go out and pay for a veteran. You get the young running backs between the second and the fourth round, unless you get one in the first round, and you run them in whatever system that you may use. Because it takes a 3-headed monster these days for a running back. Dak Prescott, you have to put him on a very tight leash. And with Mike McCarthy, with Jerry Jones, they always looking for the splash. And I'm gonna take this one more thing that I got to go. I'm tired, man.
Go ahead.
Remember, I don't know if y'all remember this. Before the season started, Mike McCarthy, when he put in the so-called Texas Coast offense, he said that he wanted Dak to look in outward, not outward in. Meaning that under Jason Garrett, Scott Linehan, Kellen Moore, he had Dak was looking 20 yards out first, then coming to the if he probably uses progression, go to the line of scrimmage. McCarthy said he wanted Dak to start with the line of scrimmage, then work yourself out.
Yeah.
But as you saw, what Cowboys corner had text us from Twitter.
Yeah.
A lot of players was complaining that whenever Dak Prescott first read is covered, he panics.
Yeah.
He panics, and you see it.
Yeah.
Mosh, I know that when he threw that ball to Cooks, it was pass interference, but Dak had other options not to force that ball.
Yes.
Good point.
Dak also forced the ball to Ferguson, even though Ferguson caught the ball, but it was 3 people.
Yeah.
That was
And
scary.
then, and then remember the first drop that CeeDee Lamb had dropped the ball. It should have been the first down. I went back and looked at the plays. You had 4 receivers just going streak.
Yeah.
You had CeeDee Lamb doing a mini post. A little, it wasn't even a slant. It was just a little mini post. And that's why he dropped the ball. Because the ball wasn't there accurately. So here we go again with Mike McCarthy calling these stupid plays. And to me, it like he took a playbook out of Kellen Moore and just mixed it in with his.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's why I can't see this team I can't even see them win 12 game next year. I really can't.
Yeah.
Because on defense,
Man.
Another problem the Cowboys failed to do. Do y'all remember when Bobby Wagner was out there in free agency? And we were talking, and they were talking about Bobby Wagner will be a huge benefit for this team because he knows the system. He can teach linebackers how to play the position, but they refuse to do it. Instead, you got a bunch of hybrid safeties playing linebackers, and that's on coaching.
Yep.
That's on the head coach. Yes, even though it is Dan Quinn's system, if you're the head coach, you're supposed to be on the offense, defense, and special teams. You're supposed to know every facet of your team. You're supposed to have your team together.
Yep.
And that right there, reason why I say I cannot support this team in 2024. Yes, I'm going to watch it like we always do because we're Cowboy fans. But the problem is drinking the Kool-Aid. If they start having a little success, remember now, that's going to be like walking on quicksand.
Yeah.
I love your point. I love your point about.
100%
I love your point about the running back and Mike McCarthy never really invested. That was a good damn point.
Yeah.
Because he did put his damn wide receiver back there for a couple of years. Ty Montgomery was back there.
88. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Their first
all right. We're gonna go here, Mike Moss. I'm coming to you next, Eshan.
Yeah.
Do you pay Michael Parsons?
Who, me?
Mike Mosh.
Okay. Mosh.
Do I keep the best defensive player on our team other than
I'm just asking the question. Do you pay Michael Parsons?
I want that badass motherfucker on my team. I want him on my team.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay. Eshan, you paying Michael Parsons?
No, man, I'm not because, man, fuck. He's we talk about his talent all the time, man, and I'm not disagreeing with his ability to play the game, but he's not come like if let's be real, guys. Tell me a big game that he stepped up in. Like let's be the only one I can really think about is the 19-9 Chiefs game his rookie season. That's the only big game that I can really remember him actually having a genuine impact in. Against the Packers, man, he had one fucking tackle. One. The whole game. And it's the same thing with him, man.
A lot of that was on Quinn, man.
It is on
throwing his ass back in coverage on third and long. What the fuck are you doing, Quinn?
I agree with you that it is on Dan Quinn, but it is also on Michael Parsons, man. I mean, because he's not there's been a trend every season with him where he starts out hot, he does that fucking crawl that irritates the living shit out of me, and then in the very end of the season he disappears. And would I pay him? We can say he's a generational talent all we want, but I wouldn't, man. If I'm being real, because I just don't see that. I don't see consistency from him either. And I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't pay him. No.
Okay. I respect that. See, that's what I like about this channel. We don't give a damn. We don't walk on eggshells. We keep it real. 1980. You paying Michael Parsons for what you've seen in the past 3 years?
That's a tough question. There's so many different ways you can look at it. Damn, I don't know. Michael Parsons is a good talent. I can see what he's saying. I can see why he's saying what he's saying, but I think we're not using him correctly. I think that's the big issue.
No, yeah, you're right.
I think if you use him to where he's supposed to be, like I say, Mike Moss has a great point, and Eshan has a good point too. But I'm kind of in between right there. You gotta use him. If you use him like we're supposed to, get somebody else in here that knows how to exploit his strengths, I think he'll go ahead and, be successful. Restructure that, and, try to get that ball rolling. But you got to use him right. You got this guy. He's about 235, 40 pounds going up against 300 and something pound linemen, and they're dogging him. They're pushing him around.
Yeah.
Size, in that case, size matters. You can't.
Right.
Now he has the ability to get around them. I'm not saying he doesn't, but most of the time he's on the ground. They're kicking his ass, and we're not.
Yeah.
We're not adjusting. We're not seeing that as professionals. I'm Dan Quinn. I'm Dan Quinn right now.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing that. I'm watching film and I'm like, oh yeah, well, we got Michael Parsons out there. Oh, I'll just stay with the 4-2-5 and I'll have him at defensive end. Yeah, okay. I don't care that he's undersized. He'll get back there eventually. I'm like, no, man. The game changes on the fly. It changes on the fly. You got to be able to adjust on. That's why I always say, especially defense, you have to be able to adjust on the fly. You can't just bend, don't break. Oh, it'll eventually work. Offense, you can probably do that. You can keep running the ball until it works. You know what I'm saying? But defense, you have to be able to adjust and change on the fly because that offense is doing something different every time they try to throw you off scent. So they have to they have to use him as well as other players. We got to get some linebackers, but I don't want to go there. I want to keep going. But I know it's a quick question, but I guess I'll go ahead and pay him because he's a great talent. He's a good, like Mike say, he's a beast, but we're not using him right. We're just not using him right, man.
Yeah. I hear you, man. I hear you.
I like that. OG, ask your question. You had to pick to pay Parsons or Lamb. Who you paying?
OG,
I guess OG drunk and passed out sleep.
I'm here.
Oh, there you go.
What's happening?
I said, if you had to pick, who you paying, Parsons or Lamb?
Ooh, good question. I'm gonna pay Parsons.
Tell me why. Over CD Lamb. Tell me why. You feel like Parsons had a more productive season?
Defense. You have to play him in his correct position. So hopefully, we get a defensive coordinator in there that can play him in his right position. But the reason why, because he's still he's still a good he's still a good player. He does have a big mouth on his on his podcast.
He for sure does.
But so I really like that decision. Going with him.
Okay.
And so he's just a better overall player.
Oh,
and than CD Lamb. You have to double. You have to double and triple Parson. You have to.
They play too high safety. They play too high safety for CD Lamb.
Yeah. But that's a tricky question because you gotta come up with money for both of those guys. But so you got to pay both of them. So I would play Parson. I mean he's a younger player. He doesn't pout on the field about his hope. Everybody see the holding calls, but he doesn't throw a temper tantrum like CD Lamb. I've seen CD Lamb for the last couple of few weeks here. The ball not going his way. He started throwing his hands up. But he's acting a fool on the sideline. So you've seen that. So and so maybe he needs some kind of class to control his temper. But in the Green Bay game, he did get mad a little bit, because he's the main guy. So he was a Michael Irvin kind of guy. So CD Lamb is very emotional, but I would pay Parson, so, and I find a way to get CD his money. I just find a way to do it.
All right. So final topic. This is the last one because we got to get out of here.
Yeah, just killing me, man.
Last topic. Champs, I'm going to come with you first since you're getting up out of here. Right now, you in charge of
80, you talk as long as I do, so
OG on that rum, man.
yeah. He at the crib by himself, so he's sipping on something tight. Got that
No,
tequila
you
going,
on
that
that
rum
rum.
going.
1980
He got
don't
to come
drink.
at 4 in the morning or nothing. He just,
Man,
he kicking
you
We
act
may
like
back.
have
we
a
don't
red
got work.
conversation like we ain't got no show going on right now.
You act like we don't got work in the morning, man.
Yeah.
Cowboys champ.
Yeah.
Right now, I know we ain't got no high picks in the first round, but what would you go first round? What would be the main need? What would you pick?
I got 3 positions.
Go ahead.
Old lineman,
No, if you
pass
had to
rusher.
go with one pick.
Hey.
One
Hey,
pick.
man, chill.
To make it
Hey,
short.
man. OG,
Okay, hold up.
hold up.
Hold
One
on,
pick.
G.
We don't go 3. We only taking 1 now. One
No,
position.
he said what position depend on what falls to 24. It's either going to be offensive lineman,
Uh,
the pass rusher, or a linebacker.
one possession. One position.
Not a possession. That's a demon position.
Yeah,
Position.
that's possession now. That's all.
Position.
If one of them fall down to the 24, you pick one of those players, best available.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Mike
OG,
Myers.
no quarterback,
Yeah.
no quarterback.
We already got the
Uh,
quarterback on his roster.
Mike Myers first round. What would you go with?
It's plain and clear. We can pass the ball. When the defense shows up, we got some defense. We need a fucking running back.
Okay, I like
Yeah.
that. I like that. I like that. I like that. Damn man, that damn. What that boy name?
Uh-oh. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Tony Pollard, man. Eshan,
Yeah.
first round, man. What would you do, bro?
Yeah, man, I'm going to agree with Champs and Mosh, man. I mean, it's running back and offensive line for me, man. Offensive tackle, I mean, Terrence Steele really pissed me off this year, man. I got to keep it real with you, man. I mean, the amount of missed assignments that guy had this season was just fucking infuriating, man. So I don't know whether it was him coming off the injury. Maybe that might be what it is. But, I mean, I would draft an offensive tackle and I would draft a running back, man, because, you know –
Okay.
and the thing when it comes to Tony Pollard, man, we talked about it all season. The whole season, he had one game where he rushed over 100 yards. That was fucking it. And that was in week 2 of all games. So I just don't. Yeah, so I would draft a running back and an offensive tackle. That's my thing.
Okay. 1980, how about you, bro? First round with what we just saw this season. What would you do?
Shit. It's a tough one, man, because we need so much. We in trouble, man. It's going to be a tough draft. I'm serious.
We
are in trouble. We are in trouble.
We're in trouble, man. Like we're back to the drawing board for real. Because you got to think about, I always go offensive line first, no matter what.
Yeah.
We got to think about this offensive line. Tyron Smith, he's aging, needs to retire. We got Tyler Smith, who's gonna be great. Be honest is okay. I guess he'll get better. Those are probably the only 2. And then we got Zach Martin, but he's not getting any younger. He's not like Zach Martin. He's still dominant and probably still one of the best linemen in the league, but his days are numbered too. Because remember, we had him with Travis Frederick, Great Wall of Dallas #2. So they've been around a long time. And then obviously we can all agree to Terrence Steele. So it'll probably be a tackle for me and run. I got to agree with my guys, man. I got to go tackle or running back because we need a running back with vision, not just a sweet guy. We need somebody like Zeke, that a real running back like prime Zeke, 2016, 17 Zeke, that can actually find a hole and get and hit it and get in a rhythm with the offensive line. Tony Pollard, you could tell that he didn't have that rhythm with the offensive line. He just kind of went with the flow and hoped something was open. He wasn't a real running back. He was just
a good point.
He's a built wide receiver. He's a really built wide receiver. That's all he is. He's a sweet guy, catches sweet passes, screen passes, but he just wasn't a running back. I thought Dowdle was that guy, but the offensive line just couldn't hold up. We just couldn't hold up, man. So I think offensive line, we got to go offensive line or running back.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, OG. The question. First round, what would you pick?
Running back.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. To the point. There we go.
I'll trade back.
Man, here we go about Dak, man.
I'll trade out. I'll trade to the second round.
Son of a bitch.
Why?
I'm picking up more
And
picks.
you gonna get a quarterback?
No, I'm going running back, and then I'm working on my secondary.
Okay.
Gilmore's gone, and Lewis is gone, and Kurtz is gone. I am working on my secondary. Those guys, they got toast. They've been getting toast throughout the whole year. I'm working on my secondary. I'm got to get younger in that area. You never know. Diggs, that when he come back, that leg, you don't know. Those kind of injuries, they tough to come back from. You know,
So you giving up your first round pick?
I'm dropping back in the second round. Yeah, I'm dropping back.
But you got to give up your first round.
I'm trading it away. I'm trying to get back.
That's what I said. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You giving up your.
Yeah.
You gonna give up your first round to.
If I can trade back into the second, yeah.
And go straight to defense.
Running back, and I'm going secondary after that. Yeah.
Okay.
We pieces. Okay. You always find your jewels, deeper into the rounds. You know, if they can come up with 2 seconds, you know, 2 number 2s and 2 number 3s, they'll be fine.
We have the worst luck with that. Where have you been?
Exactly.
We've had the worst luck.
We've had awful luck with that shit, man.
Well, we got to strike on something. We got to strike on something. But my secondary is getting younger.
You get the best. Sure. You get the best running back in the. And to your point, I said about Zach Martin being here a long time. Zach Martin was beside Doug Free.
Yep.
That's how long he been here. Ronald Leary. That's how long he been here.
Yeah.
So you're right. He ain't getting no younger. Tyron is done. So I'm going offensive line. I'm going O line. I want the best in the draft.
Do we have those pieces already in house?
What? No. O-line? Are you saying O-line? We got the best. I mean, we have technically we do have an offensive line, but the majority of them are aging. It's time now. I think we can all respectively, bro. I'm not undermining what you're saying. NFL's a young man's game. Zach Martin is still productive, so we probably got another year maybe with him that at a prime level maybe. Travis Smith has got to go. We can't get a full. We can't get a full.
Replace him. That boy from North Carolina. He gonna come in, get bigger, get stronger.
You ain't got nobody to replace Zach Martin right now. OG, stop it. Put the moonshine back in the refrigerator.
In house though.
Put the moonshine back in the refrigerator.
I'm fixing my secondary. I'm giving me running back, and I'm fixing my linebacker, my secondary. That's what I'm.
You gotta drop the off. Go ahead, Nathan. Go ahead.
Your secondary is already young. They're not that old. I think they just have to be coached differently.
Who are you referring to?
The secondary, the whole secondary.
Who?
You got Diggs on one side and Bland gonna be on the other side.
Yeah, the whole secondary is young.
Are you depending on Diggs to come back strong in that leg?
I mean, that's what I'm hoping.
Well, let me ask you this: Do you still depend on Lewis?
Lewis is just a plug-in guy.
Do you still depend on Gilmore?
You got to let me. You got to
be over there.
Do you still depend on Curse?
You got to let me finish. Let me finish the question. You asked me a question. Let me please respect and let me finish it. Our secondary is fairly young. I think with some adjustments here and there, they could be coached up with the right defensive scheme. Al Harris is doing a wonderful job.
He's doing
but our defensive coordinator is the problem. With the whole, he has the whole say-so of things. Al Harris is a position coach. He's a fundamental coach. He does not call and design plays for the secondary. I mean, he coaches the secondary, but he doesn't call plays. He doesn't make adjustments. I wish he did, but he doesn't. We got that asshole, Dan Quinn. I think we get somebody else in here those young guys that we got will be coached better. I think we already got it. I think what it is, we're talking about.
Do you believe on moving on from the past?
Not when the past is still the future.
No. Gilmore got Lewis got torched. Curse out of place, look like garbage, hot garbage.
You still naming the older player when 1980 is talking about our young guys.
Younger guys.
The only person that's so young on there is number 30. That's about it. And that's it, Thomas.
Deron Bland is young. Trayvon Diggs is young.
Bland Sly guy. He don't need to be on the out.
The man led the league. OG, you know that worm that be in tequila bottles? You ate that damn worm. You ate that damn worm that be in tequila bottles.
You need a really true corner.
The man led the league in pick sixes. What are you talking about?
Did you see him in the Green Bay game?
How old is Bland?
He's
like 26.
Did it
like 25, 26.
Bland is like no more than 26.
Did he get torched about them boys over there in Green Bay?
That's gonna happen. That's gonna happen. That comes with the territory of learning.
And what I mean about that, even if you guys are dependent on these two guys, we do have to get one or two guys in here that can compete.
Well, you can find good secondary guys. You can find good secondary guys that are still going to be available in the maybe third and fourth round. You can. Yeah. Now, what's more important is the front, is the offensive line and a running back and a linebacker. We need to get some true linebackers in here. We got all these hybrid safeties.
Are you okay with Curse? Replace him?
Well, if he's playing safety where he's supposed to be, yeah. But
get beat. Are you okay with Hooker?
I mean, they're okay. They're okay.
Nah, they gotta go. Gotta get younger.
OG want a secondary to be all first rounders.
Goddamn straight.
You gotta be realistic.
You goddamn straight. Green Bay, you come in here, do that shit. You ain't gonna do that shit again. You ain't gonna have all these yards again. Cause I'm gonna be right there on your ass. I'm gonna be right there. You gotta be realistic. I'm running your route.
You gotta be realistic.
I'm running your route.
By the way,
you gotta be a little realistic.
No,
you gotta be a little realistic.
And I'm real. Come up and put that elbow on him, and I shut him down, and I be on that hip pocket, and your ass ain't doing shit tonight.
I agree.
Goddamn thing, 1980. I'm gonna shut your ass down.
He have 14. He have 14 receptions and $180 on you.
I'm on your hip, 80. You be pushing me. Oh, get off me, old school guy. He passing the fence. He got my hip. Shit, he opened up his hips before mine. Oh damn, he ran my route. Shit.
My opinion on Parsons. OG, I'm telling you.
Call me out number 8, ref. Look at
man, calm it down, man.
Shit, I can't block him, ref. He come through me, ref.
Chief, calm it down.
Woo.
Take it easy,
ref,
man.
He all on my back, man. I ain't caught a ball yet. Shit. He got 2 IETs already. He's tough. I'm 22, 20-year-old. He damn me, ref. I can't do shit.
I don't know what's happening.
I don't know. That's why I'm back here.
Those kind of guys. I don't need no pussyfoot Curse. I don't need no pussyfoot Lewis. I don't need no pussyfoot those other guys that come up there. Gilmore. His wheels are gone. I don't need all that shit. I need secondary men.
Gilmore stepped up for Bland and shut old boy down when Bland couldn't.
We gotta move forward, fellas.
Old boy called Gilmore old on the field and he shut him down.
And by the way, Deron Bland's 24, guys.
You can put that one tall cornerback there at safety, let him play.
By the way, Deron Bland's 24, guys. He's 24.
Yeah, he's 24.
It's time to get younger, man. It's time to move on.
How much younger are you gonna get than 24 years old?
What you want to be 22 years old?
Deron Bland's 24.
I'm on 22, 23, 24 years old.
Mosley Smith. Mosley Smith, another Michigan bus. That's all. Another Michigan bus.
Yeah. I'm getting younger back there. I'm talking about guys. I'm grabbing guys that want to come up and tackle, want to come up and hit and play some defense and shut this receiver down. Green Bay, I'm going to play you this year. You ain't going to be getting off the line at all. I'm going to be right there. My hips are going to be open. All that bullshit that they was doing, hell no. J1 Curse how to play doing all that old shit. Now, that shit was ugly, bro. That was ugly.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. A lot of times, J-Ron Curse was out of place, and a lot of time McCarthy. Dan Quinn was calling a lot of bad defense.
Of course,
he was out of place a lot.
Of course, yeah. I mean, he's out of place. It happens, especially when you got an offensive coordinator that don't adjust. Let's get somebody. Hopefully, they'll get somebody else in here, which I probably doubt it. But if we can get somebody else in here that can show a little bit different something, then we can see, then we can judge and determine, But I think the secondary is okay. With Diggs coming back, I think he'll be fine. And he just got. It's a domino effect. I think if the defensive line is rushing like they should and not give the quarterback a time to find somebody open, it turns into sandlot football. It turns into sandlot football if the quarterback is up there and got all day to throw the ball. Eventually, somebody's going to get open, and the secondary is going to look bad. So, I think it's just a lot of out of placement and stuff like that.
See that comment right there, 1980. Then DQ calls on. How you blaming the young CB? That's a good point.
Ever since we got that, since we messed up on that Claiborne pick, we have
great point, Barry B.
Scared to go back to the secondary on our number 1, number 2s, and
we went and got Trayvon Diggs, who led the league. Now DeRon Bland led the league. 2 guys that led the league in interceptions are on the same team.
Yeah.
There's not many more corners that are better than Diggs in the league. They all get beat. Ramsey get beat. They all get beat. But these guys can play ball. DeRon Bland is
to come up and make a hit.
Bro, it ain't everybody's job to come up and make a hit. DeRon Bland is doing what you call on-the-job training, and he's excelling in it. So what you saw Metcalf do to him, those are the blues. That's going to happen.
He was decent in the earlier of the year. But when it came to the playoff time against Green Bay,
cornerbacks
They ran zone.
I haven't really broke down that game yet on defense, but they saw how.
That's on Quinn.
Thank you, Maj. Thank you, Maj.
But Curse, you're not coming back. You're scared to hit. We need to find guys that are scared that
want
to hit and lay the number down.
You have a defense.
We need to get younger back there. Because I'm not depending on Diggs.
If your defensive coordinator see you playing 9 yards off, and he don't say nothing, that's on him.
That's on him.
Yeah.
Y'all like Dan Quinn don't see these guys playing 9-10 yards off. He got them. They scared to get beat.
They scared to get beat.
They scared to get beat. This is Dan Quinn.
Are they scared to get beat? Or are they scared to come up and tackle? Because
cornerbacks
back in my day, when I seen a running back coming up in that hole dancing and dancing wearing shades, you wearing shades on my sideline? I'm coming to get you, partner. I'm coming. You're not. I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
I'm coming up and hit you. I'm
telling
foul.
Okay.
Cornerbacks.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, 1980.
He had glasses on. He clowned them.
OG, let him talk. Man. Go ahead.
It might be cocaine.
Cornerbacks don't want to tackle. We don't want to tackle. Now, let me just go ahead and throw that out there. Now, we will if we have to. But we don't want to. So, if we had true linebackers, if we ran a basic 4-3 defense or a 3-4 defense, I think we wouldn't have to worry about the secondary.
I disagree with you, fam. Watch the game this weekend. You're going to watch those boys come up and hit them.
This man played cornerback at a high level. He should know, man.
I played cornerback at a high level.
You played cornerback in high school. OG, you ain't played no cornerback nowhere.
In college. I played right outside of London's Bryce. You know London's Bryce? For the Dallas Cowboys?
Oh, my God.
I played on the other side of him.
What about? Where you played at?
Brookhaven, Mississippi.
What college?
I came up here to Oregon. I played cornerback. So I was number 1 corner. As soon as I touched foot down in here.
What college? What college?
You hear that mess?
What college?
I played him right on the other side of London's Bryce. When he played, London's Bryce, he called a Button in Brookhaven, Mississippi. I played right on the other side of him.
What college?
OG, what college you play at? What college did you play at?
Western Oregon State.
Okay, I'm gonna look you up. I better see you too.
Yeah, look it up.
Anyway,
back in the 90s.
Bro, I got a bounce when I'm fucking. I have.
Like I was saying, 1980 played this shit at a high level.
Yeah.
And he knows about this shit, man.
Let me ask you: are you okay with Curse coming back?
Bro, listen. There was a lot of times when Curse was out. 2 years ago, when Curse was balling, wasn't nobody saying nothing. Why? Because he was really playing his position. He's all over the field now. When Curse was blitzing, that's a safety. And when he was back, is he the best? No, he's not. But I'm not going to act like he was the worst player back there. Yeah, he did a lot of dumb shit all season. A lot of them did. A lot of them guys was out of play. All season, even when we were doing good, what would I get on this channel and saying? Yep. Yeah, man, we're doing good, but we only do this against teams that are less of a competition than us. When we played better competition, Dan Quinn didn't know what to do. We played better competition, Mike McCarthy didn't know what to do. We fold against teams that are equal to or better. We fold on both sides of the ball. 49ers, look what happened. Look at the score. Look what the defense allowed. The Bills, look what the defense has allowed. Josh Allen didn't even throw 100 yards, and look how they beat us. Green Bay, look what the defense allowed.
Are you okay with Curse coming back? Yes or no?
OG, you put cocaine and liquor and got on this live stream.
Are you okay?
And some Hennessy too, man. Don't forget that.
And some Hennessy. OG.
Yes or no?
OG, you mentioned the problem. I'm not okay with Dan Quinn coming back. Let's start there.
Well, hopefully he won't come back.
That's what I'm not okay with. Because when you do no adjustment for 4 quarters, you letting teams score almost 50. That's coaching, bro.
Yeah.
Zone when you play man most of the season because you don't trust your guys. You scared they'll get beat.
Yep.
Terrible. You as a coach don't do nothing in free agency and during the trade deadline when you know you had safeties at linebacker. You don't do nothing. You take your best linebacker and put him up against 330-pound, 6'5" offensive lineman. That's Dan Quinn. A lot of blunders came from Dan Quinn. This is why. See, he ran that goddamn Seattle Seahawks championship when he had to play. Dan Quinn back then, he was Phil Jackson and Steve Kerr. All he had to do was show up. Look who his safeties was. Earl Thomas and Cam Chancellor. Man, come on, man. Linebacker Bobby Wagner and KJ Wright. Cornerback Richard Sherman. Defensive tackle Michael Bennett.
Yeah.
He just had to show up.
And you know what they all did? They came up and hit.
Because they were
great.
They were
came up and hit. That's what we need to find.
So, okay, wait. Let me show you how you make it my point. Let me show you.
Dog.
OG. And look what happened when we went around.
I can so roast him right now.
Get him, Mosh. Get him, Mosh.
4. Hey, who were 4 out of our top? You want to talk the Packers game? Who was 4 out of our top 6 tacklers? The fucking secondary. The secondary should not be hitting nobody. We wasn't getting no fucking pressure.
That's it. Yeah, we were not getting pressure. That's it.
So by the way, we just said we need O-line. We need running back. We need a true linebacker. When are you getting all these safeties? Hell, I'll take a Darren Woodson too, man. If there's a Darren Woodson out there, give me one. But still.
We need corners. We need corners.
We need corners.
We need linebackers, man.
Diggs and Bland. Get the fuck out of here.
We need free safety.
We don't need corners. We're good.
We don't need corners.
You still up there talking about you talk about a damn thank you.
Hey. How many yards did they have? How many yards did they have passing?
I think 272 or something.
How many did Josh Allen have? Not even 100. Defensive front couldn't do nothing. Michael Parsons couldn't do nothing. And you talking about the secondary? Come on, man.
So y'all, the scheme was shitty. So y'all saying that so you saying that we good on the secondary. Y'all good on
no, I'm not saying it's not bad as you making it sound.
You good on
OG. OG,
Good on Louis.
do you understand our problem is stopping the run up
Yeah.
front?
more
You talking about
important.
come up and tackle?
Yeah.
Wait a
Well, get you
minute.
some
Listen what
linebackers.
you
Get you some
OG.
linebackers then.
Why is you
let
saying
me get a
come up
point
and
out.
tackle when the guy's already up there that's supposed to be tackling?
Get you some
Yeah.
linebackers.
Wait, let me get a point out because I gotta go soon. But OG, all
Get
we're
you some
saying, man,
linebackers
is
then.
OG, all we're saying is if cornerbacks are the leading tacklers on your fucking defense, that's a fucking problem.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
That's a fucking problem.
Cornerbacks,
Yeah.
they're there to cover really well.
Exactly.
And
So
I
why they
hear you, but that's not.
tackling?
But their job, dude. Aaron Jones was getting to the third line of defense before he was even fucking touched. Our linebackers and DNs did nothing the whole game. That's on Quinn, man.
Clark and 41, huh?
Because we're positioned wrong. We're running a 4-2-5 defense. We don't have linebackers. We don't have a second line of defense.
Yeah, we don't have. Yeah,
We should be running a basic 4-3 defense like everybody else.
Yes,
And
that's fine.
occasionally, like Mike Moss brought up, bring a Darren Woodson up in the box when it's a run play, when you can sniff out a run play. But
That's fine
other than
too.
that, it's a 4-3. It's a 4-3 defense, and you got two corners, two safeties, two high safeties, like we used to do back in the day when we had Dion on one side, Kevin Smith or Larry Brown on the other, Brock Marion and Darren Woodson at the safeties. And Darren Woodson would come up. Brock Marion was your free safety over the top, and Darren Woodson was your strong safety. He was almost like a linebacker. He could come up in the box if he sniffed out a run. It was man defense pretty much all the time, and the safeties pretty much had free safety had over the top deep thirds, and the strong safety had middle thirds to seam the flats. It was like RPOs for the strong safety back in the day. He decided if you had the ability, if you were Darren Woodson or Ronnie Lott or Steve Atwater, and you had that awareness and that ability to come up and stop the run if needed, and it didn't really need back then when we had Ken Norton and Charles Haley and guys like that front seven, but if needed, they would come up and make that tackle. But as if needed. The secondary guys are not designed for tackling. They're designed to cover the passing, the last line. That's why they're the smallest guys on the defense, and they're the last line of defense. They don't want to hit unless they can tackle, but they don't want to do it unless they have to. So let's hope that they don't have to do that. That front seven, we got to clean it up. We got to get it stronger. We got to get it smarter. These guys have got to be put in the right position to make plays. And that's where coaching, that's what Mike Moss was saying, and Fitz and Eshan and everybody's saying, okay, it's the coaching that's something.
So hopefully Dan Quinn don't come back, is what you're saying.
That's what we're hoping. But I doubt it, but that's what we're hoping.
Hopefully.
I like your point about.
So what you're saying is if Dan Quinn come back, he's gonna run the same scheme. He's gonna
run the same shit. Yeah, it's gonna be the same shit.
He definitely is. I like your point, 1980 about
the Gilmore. Let me ask you this: did Gilmore get burnt?
Yeah, it happens.
Now you got a young rookie talent coming in there to beat him out of his position, or if he's even invited back because of injury. You have him to come in there to help the secondary on those Green Bay Packers again. A young rookie could come in there and do a better job because of his athletic skill set. Knock that ball down, cover him off the line. Would you be okay with that?
If he comes and outplays him, if he come and outplay him and do his thing and waiting on, if he does something in the regular season and get picks and he's a ball hawk, I'm for it. Whatever works. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? I can agree with you on that. But until that happens, I mean, we're good.
Okay.
All right.
What you're telling me is you'll be okay with drafting a young corner coming in and help, just in case another injury, Diggs go down, or if we bring back Gilmore or not. Would you be?
Yeah, probably the third or fourth round, because they'll still be around. It's a million corners and safeties.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
In the draft.
Yeah. That's my point. That's what I'm saying. If those kind of injuries will happen to a Gilmore again, or Diggs again, he could because that injury that he's coming back from is a tender injury. I keep trying to tell people, coming back with those kind of injuries are hard, and once you have surgery on it, the strength and conditioning to get that because you are always going to have those cartilage in there, all that old cartilage that you got to try to strengthen it up, and you got to figure out how to get strength in that leg. You got to get in the weight room. You got to do your rehab and all those type of things. If there's a recurring injury with any corner, we need somebody to come in there and step up and help. And that's
right.
that's my point. That's what I was saying. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I would be okay with.
Well, look, man, we gonna we gonna get out of here, y'all. It's been a long show. I appreciate everybody for coming on. Appreciate you, Mike Mosh, 1980 OG.
Okay. All right, Fifth. All right,
appreciate the chat, man.
Have a good
Salute
weekend,
all y'all. We'll see y'all
all
next
right,
week. Peace.
God bless y'all. All right.
Peace, y'all.
Peace out.
All right.